Hey everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Civilization 5 as Venice. So, this is probably going to be the last episode of this series, because we're not that far away from completing the spaceship. And I do have a lot of faith saved. We can buy either a great scientist, or a great engineer, or both. I do think we can actually buy both. And we will also get a great scientist and a great engineer from Spaceflight Pioneers. That's a level 3 tenet in order. Quite a nice one. Also the tenet that allows you to rush spaceship parts. So we'll see, I'll probably go for at least one engineer for faith. But yeah, we'll see. And I think we can maximize our production in Venice a little bit more. There's one mine here that's not finished. Oh, actually, there's a hill over here that's just empty. Yeah, I missed this hill in the past. We should get a mine over there for sure. Other than that, yeah, the other tiles already have mines, but there's this one hill that I never improved in the past. We should go and do that. Finish the railroad. And you can go take care of that. Alright. International Space Station update, 41% complete. I don't really care about that. Elections rigged. Can we just bribe that last city-state here? 144. Well, that would cost us several thousand gold, but I mean, we can afford it. And it will speed up our level 3 tenet in order. I think I'll do it. Sure. I mean, what else are we going to do with our gold? Not a whole lot. I could send a trade route here to get a little bit of influence. Are we going to get a trade route sometime soon? Yes, we will get a trade route or a cargo ship in one turn. So we'll do that and then bribe the city. That works. No, I'm not giving you open borders. I might buy open borders from him. That's useful to get a little bit of extra influence with him. And yes, you can give me some gold. Happiness won't be a problem anymore, that's for sure. And anything we need to do here? Let's make sure Mosonkani is getting the bonus. Oh, our cities are actually working on international games. Alright. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I didn't know puppeted cities can actually decide to work on projects. Okay. We might get the bronze reward, I suppose, which is useful. Right, so what do we need here? We still need to repair a few tiles. Let's do that. Is this city getting the railroad bonus? No? Oh yeah, did we finish the railroad? No, we are still working on one railroad tile. Okay, so repair this and go get that mine. Anything else? I don't think we need anything else, just that one mine. Alright. You can chill in Venice, I suppose. And cargo ship, right. So let's use this to get that influence with the city-state. Just need to rebase it. There. Oh, America has a nuke. Nice. It would be nice if they nuked Poland. Are they willing to declare war? Probably. But Poland is still at war with the Mongols. I'm waiting for that war to end. And then I'll get America to declare war. America might declare war even without me bribing them. It's definitely a possibility. They clearly want to declare war. So this will take 9 turns, that's not too bad. And we'll send the cargo ship to the city-state. So that will give us some influence. And we can bribe the city with gold. Alright, one more turn. They are still at war, yeah? Yep, I need to keep an eye on that. Because the moment they end that war, I need to get America to declare war. Otherwise, they will declare war on me. Oh, okay, America is actually working on spaceship parts now, but that's not going to help them all that much. I'm pretty sure this game is in the bug at this point. I don't see myself losing this. So trade route, what's the best trade route here? Best trade route to America. There we go. And will we get that bronze reward? Not that I really need happiness. Yeah, we will get the bronze reward, nice. We might even get the silver reward. That's a lot of fighters and bombers. Okay, Poland also has a nuke. Now, city-state, let's just bribe it right away. This will cost us a little bit of gold, which is fine. Just give it 1000. We can afford it, so whatever. So, Poland. Still at war with the Mongols. Oh, okay, he actually completed the stasis chamber now. Alright, how many techs does he have? He's 3 techs ahead of us, alright. That's not really a problem. But I should start spending the faith, I think. There's not much point rushing our techs before we finish the boosters, because that won't really achieve anything. We need that policy faster. But 5 more turns. Caravan to Poland, that's fine. And you guys still got a few tiles that need to be repaired. And now the city is getting the railroad bonus. Yep. Good, good. So the Mongols got International Space Station. Okay, whatever. 5000 faith. We are getting 87 faith per turn. Not bad. And Poland entered information era. Good for them. Maybe I should get America to declare war right now. That way they should focus some of their production on military instead of spaceship. That would be useful. I'm not too worried that they will beat me, because I don't actually think they stand a chance at this point, but it's still useful to get them to fight. We will start a golden age, clearly. Oh, that's a spaceship part right there. Alright. And this is a trade route to America. Yep, that's fine. This one is slightly better. So, 231 production. I think we can improve that a little bit more. Let's have a look. What if we get a cloth mill? Do we have any tiles here that will benefit from that? I don't think so. No, we do not. Okay, never mind then. Yeah, no buildings here will actually help our production. Well, the seaport will help with it a tiny little bit. Might as well get that. That gave us extra 2 hammers. Probably won't make a difference, but just to maximize it. I don't really want that merchant, but I can't do much to stop it, unfortunately. Because that's from city-states, not from Venice. It's really unfortunate, but whatever. So, another caravan. That's going to be Poland. Are they still at war? Yes, they are. Hey, I don't mind. Alright, this worker will just chill over here. And yet another cargo ship. That was trade route to Poland. 32 gold per turn, that's insane. What's this spaceship part doing? It's clearly confused about life. Yeah, the AI is pretty bad at moving spaceship parts. And it will never move them using airports. So it's actually pretty easy to just destroy the parts. Depending on where they are built. Right, add the spaceship. We got the uranium. And yeah, we can just get a few more improvements, might as well. How's our progress? We will actually get the silver reward, not bad. Not that I really need happiness, but hey, I'll take it, why not? I won't say no to +6 happiness. And that's that. So, 19 more turns to finish the boosters. And then we'll need the tech, so nanotechnology. Let's just faith buy. Well, hold on. Do we actually need a great scientist? I think we'll need one. We do have a research agreement with Washington, but I'm pretty sure we'll need at least one great scientist. Let's buy that great scientist, and we'll pop him right away. Yeah, America is plotting against us, but America is a loyal ally if you don't backstab them. So they will not declare war on us. They are not the backstabbing type. So let's just pop that scientist right away. That's almost 15,000 science. Yep, I'm okay with this. So that will give us nanotechnology. I think I had at least one paratrooper somewhere. Yep. Upgrade that guy. And we can just queue up that part right away. Or can we? There it is, stasis chamber. And... well, now we just wait for particle physics. But we have to finish these parts anyway. We'll get our tenet on the next turn, so that will give us yet another great scientist. And we'll spend the rest of our faith for great engineers.
Is the following trade?
Yes, it's of interest to me, thanks. And he completed the cockpit. Alright then, we'll still beat him. I think I'll get him to declare war right now. I don't know, this war between Poland and the Mongols has been going on for a while. Yeah, screw it, let's just get America to declare war. How many parts did he build? Let's have a look. 3 parts so far. He will finish boosters fast enough. Then he will just need particle physics. Yeah, let's get him to declare war. Just to keep him busy.
Go ahead.
We can get him to declare war on Poland. And also the Mongols.
Is the following trade of interest to you?
7 gold per turn.
Of
8.
course not.
There we go, that's good enough. And
Very
we'll get
well.
him to declare war on the Mongols as well.
I'm listening.
This might be a little bit more expensive.
not.
What? Yeah, he's asking for a lot of crap.
Is
I'm not
the
giving you
following
that
trade of
much.
interest to you?
I can just defend myself. Well, the Mongols have a lot of nukes. It might be worth it to just pay him.
I trust you are a friend to liberty.
I could always ask the Mongols to declare war. That might be a little bit cheaper. They like wars. No, I don't think they will do it. Oh yeah, they will do it. Fine, have 15 gold per turn. And we can grab our tenet. So, space flight pioneers. That's what we need. And that gives us a scientist and an engineer. Might as well pop the scientist. And we'll use the engineer to rush parts, but not this one. That's going to give us 1500 hammers. And how much progress do we have? Around 1/4. I could just do it like this, I suppose, to make sure we won't waste any production. Although Venice will gain a little bit of extra population. And the hammers from the great engineer are based on city population. So yeah. XCOM squad. Shock 1 and that's that. I think we'll send some more caravans to Venice, that makes sense. It's not like we need more gold. So let's send caravans. As many as possible. All of them. That's 233 production right now. Right, I'd like Venice to get at least one more population. Let's see. That should be doable quite easy. How much food can we get here? Let's just get as much food as possible for like 1 turn. And then we'll switch to full production. Yeah, we can get it to grow in like 1 turn probably. 3 turns. Okay, this is fine-ish. Did we lock all the good food tiles? Yes, we did. Yeah, we'll just make it grow. 1 more time. And keep it at 25 pop. The Mongols are also working on the spaceship. Alright, whatever. That's okay. This might actually be fairly close. But we will get it. I'm 99% sure that we will get it. But it might actually be a little bit close. Alright. Well, America is at war with Poland. That is going to be helpful. You will go to Venice. There's Venice. +6 production. Not that much, but it's always something. And Venice again. Oh yeah, we are already sending one from this city. So, send it from a different one. Does Lublin have a workshop? Yes, it does. Off you go then. It should be close enough. Yeah, I mean, we got combustion, so definitely not a problem. We'll switch back to production on the next turn. I don't want to lose too much population just to get... I mean, too much production just to get +1 population. So send more production to Venice. Off you go. And switch to production. The city will grow in 2 turns while having maxed production. Good enough. And I think we can stop working the Writers Guild slots. There's no need. And we can stop working the Artists Guild slots as well. I don't think we'll be getting any more artists. We just had one fairly recently, so... Assign delegates, world leader, we will just vote for ourselves. And that's that. So, how's that research argument coming along? 17 turns. That might not even fire. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to fire before this game is over. It might not. I can propose something. I don't really care about most of these things, they're words fair. To give the AIs something to focus their production on. And they usually like the words fair 99% of the time. So... Right, now we can rush the stasis chamber, because why not? The order doesn't really matter. Technically Venice will grow one more time, if we really want to maximize it. Can we get 2 more engineers? I don't think so. The next one will cost us 3,750. Yeah, I think that's just going to be 1. Anyway, the mine is done. Nothing else we really need around here. We can get a farm that we're not going to use. And repair all that stuff. Okay, looks like that's it. Did anyone nuke anyone? Probably not. Nope, no one nuked anyone. How disappointing. Are the Mongols still at war with Poland? No, they aren't. Okay. But they should stay at war with America for a while. And then I can maybe get them to fight Poland again. That's pretty much the plan. We got 10,000 gold. That's a lot of gold. And I mean, even if someone attacks me, I have so much gold that I can just buy units to defend myself with. And we can probably get mercenaries. Yeah, we can also buy mercenaries. Mercenary stealth bombers. That's pretty crazy. Just 1 stealth bomber, but that's still nice. Yeah, we could get 5 XCOM squads for our gold. Okay, next. Open borders from the Mongols? Sure, why not? We can pay him 1 gold per turn for open borders. I'll keep an eye on America's tech progress. 86 techs still. So there's ecology. We are 3 techs away. And how many turns for that research argument? 14 turns. Alright. I'm just checking the timing. Might as well just buy 1 more engineer right away, because we will need him. So we'll faith buy an engineer. Yeah, we will need him for sure. I think I'll just automate these workers. Yep. And cargo ship to Venice, probably. Yes, production to Venice. Need to keep an eye on that. Automate the workers. And cotton, yep, don't really need it anymore, but alright. 1-for-1 trade is useful. Almost 1500 science. And send the engineer to Venice. The booster is almost done. Next. Yeah, this is actually going to be pretty close. I'm still 90% sure that we'll win, but it's going to be fairly close. All that optimization that I did, that was actually necessary. We would likely lose without that. So, yeah. Right, so there's the booster, add it to the spaceship. And now we need 3 more parts, yeah? Yep, 3 more parts. It will come down to particle physics, like it usually does. So rush this. Hold on, we'll be done with these 2 in 17 turns. And we will get particle physics in 12-ish. Well, that research argument will not pop. Particle physics will need a little bit of extra time. I think we can save both engineers for the final part. because one engineer is not enough to get all the hammers required for one part. And I will finish both these parts before I get particle physics, which means we might as well just save both of them to get the final part done in one turn. That's what we're going to do. And also, we can get 2 more trade routes now. We definitely should. And I think we can maximize our science a little bit more again. Yeah, we should work the scientist slots again, I think. That might save us a little bit of time. There. That's still 17 turns, which is good enough. Alright. Yeah, this is quite a lot of turns. Can we get a great scientist? Probably not, because this is a lot of faith. We can get a great scientist in 20 turns. Okay, so we are guaranteed to get particle physics in 20 turns. And then we can rush the spaceship part in 1 turn. So this game will be done either way. In exactly 20 turns. In 20 turns or less. Yep. So unless America finishes their spaceship in 19 turns, we will win. Great Wall, Great Firewall. For Poland. Look at that gold. And I could maximize my gold even more. Anyway, we should buy 2 more caravans. Not that we really need that production, but might as well get it, I guess. Let's see, which cities are we sending caravans from? Dublin, Vilnius, Lublin. Are we sending one? Okay, we can get one from here. Wait, no, that's a coastal city, so not so much. I don't... Oh, nice. Someone nuked the Mongols. Probably America. Yeah, I don't think Poland is close enough. They are not, unless they use the carrier. Hey, great. That will make them more likely to nuke America back. And it should make Poland more likely to nuke. Because once someone starts using nukes, the AIs are more likely to also use their nukes. Well, especially if they are the ones nuked, so the Mongols will be much more likely to use nukes in return. Cargo ship. Highest gold, yep, off you go. More spaceship parts. That's for the Mongols. Let's check America's progress. 87 techs. Okay, so in theory, they might already have particle physics. We need that research agreement ASAP. We'll get it in 8 turns. This might actually be fairly close. We'll see. Well, it's a good thing that America is at war. They are building the engine. Yeah, they do actually have particle physics. This is going to be very, very close. They will just need 1 more booster. Okay, yeah, this is going to be way closer than I thought it will be. Alright. It will come down to like a few turns in the end. Accept. 7 turns on that research agreement. Come on. Hurry up. I'll just automate all the workers. And caravan to Venice. Off you go. This is an actual real space race. Like, it will come down to a few turns. It could even be decided by 1 or 2
Is
turns.
the following trade
Accept, yes, the following trade is of interest to me. And Detroit was captured by the Mongols. Nice. Okay, the Mongols are actually hurting America a bit. So, well, next. I just need that final tech. That's basically what it will come down to. Fortunately, all the parts are equally expensive. But he might be building the booster in some other city. That's definitely a possibility. Oh, he switched to research. That's interesting. He didn't finish the engine though, did he? Yeah, the AI is a little bit dumb. No, it doesn't look like he finished the engine, but he was building the engine in Washington. This might be because he's at war. So he wants to get more military techs. Because the AI will prioritize military techs more if it's at war. If you got AIs that were never at war in the game, especially like early on, what is very possible to happen, especially if it's non-militaristic civs, they will often just not prioritize military techs much. Right, next turn. We are about to get another tenant. Not really something we need, but alright. Washington made peace with Casimir, alright. So I kind of need Poland to attack the Mongols right now. Let's have a look. Well, I'm okay paying him 200 per turn because this game will be done soon. And I got 17,000 gold. Will it be cheaper other way around? Yeah, it will be way cheaper other way around. Here, have 5 gold per turn. That will keep them busy. Unfortunately, well no, America is still at war with the Mongols. Yep. We got a new policy, that's going to be what? We don't really need anything in here. Yeah, faster great merchants. How about now? Cheaper mercenaries, we don't need that either. I don't need any of these things. Let's just get something in order. Hero of the people, alright. We can take that. Again, not really something we need, but whatever. We can send this to Venice. That was actually close enough to send it to Venice. That's 247 hammers. Alright, next. So, how's that research agreement coming along? 3 more turns. I don't think this will be enough. It will be fairly close. Yeah, I think we'll have to wait for a great scientist. We will have to wait for a great scientist. Okay, we'll wait for a great scientist. Which city is it in? We might be able to speed it up. I should have checked that earlier. And that stupid great merchant, though. That's Vilnius. I can't even sell these buildings, it's just so annoying. I don't want this stupid merchant. Because that will delay the scientist. That actually sucks so much. It really does. Alright, we'll have to wait a little bit longer from the looks of it. I underestimated the science that will be necessary by a little bit. Yeah. Actually no, this won't delay the scientist because that's for faith. Right, that's not generated by a city. Yep. World's fair. Actually, scholars in residence would be useful here because we know America has particle physics. So that is actually very useful for us. Okay. So, America. Let's check their capital real quick. They are still focused on research, that's interesting. But yeah, the AI is not very good at beelining for victories. That's not news. And the words were passed, scholars in residence passed, perfect. And we'll get particle physics in 8 turns, so ultimately that scientist will be like completely worthless. Okay, I mean, we'll just wait 8 turns. Oh, I see it. That's the booster. Well, I could try to block it with some units. I could always just declare war on America. I don't think that would be the best idea of all times. But I could get a few ships and then try to surround the booster. I'm not sure if we have enough time to do that. Destroyer should be the fastest ship that we can get. Right? 7 movement on missile cruiser. Where's the destroyer? Right here. Should also be 7. Okay, 6. So we'll get missile cruisers then. Alright, we have so much gold that we can afford to get a bunch of missile cruisers. But I'll need a lot to actually be able to surround them. Can we get some mercenary ships? We could get a nuclear submarine. And some cruisers, 2 missile cruisers. Yeah, sure, we'll get that. And some nuclear submarines. Yep, let's do that. So much gold. And more missile cruisers, because why the heck not? Okay, this was a little bit overboard. But hey, if I can surround that stupid spaceship part, we will actually prevent it from ever reaching his capital. But we need to move quickly. I should have done this on the previous turn, probably. But we're doing it now. Doesn't really matter what we're going to pick here. Cargo ship to Venice, I assume? Yep. And that's all we can move on this turn. Alright. Well, the booster can't move that fast. Hopefully we'll have enough time to catch it. We should have enough time to catch it. It's not actually moving at all, that's a little bit odd. Okay. I don't mind. This might not be necessary, by the way, because we will get particle physics in 6 turns. But I'm doing it anyway. I'm actually pretty sure this is completely unnecessary. This game will be done in 7 turns. He cannot reach Washington in 7 turns. Yeah, he actually... What? National College? How is America building National College? Did they not have National College for this entire game? That's hilarious. There's no way they built National College in a city they lost. The only cities they lost were on this continent. And another city was nuked. So they actually never built the National College for the entire game? That's hilarious. Hey America, that's a bit of a late National College, don't you think? Yes, it definitely is. No, I don't want your dirty research agreements. Not anymore. Well, that spaceship part is not moving at all. Which is a little bit strange. But okay, I can actually just block it like this. But we need more units to move in. America isn't getting open borders from me, is it? Actually, yes, it is. That's fine, we can completely block it. Come on, guys. Again, this is like totally not necessary because we will win long before that part reaches Washington. But I'm just making sure. 5 more turns to get particle physics. It's very strange that the spaceship part is not moving. I have no idea what's going on with that. But that's not my problem. Come on, people. Almost there. I don't want to start surrounding it just yet because, you know, it might change its mind and start moving. I think we can surround it on the next turn. Yes, we can. Actually, we can surround it on this turn. Kind of, but not really. Well, we can almost do it. Actually, I could do it if I didn't mess up slightly. Alright, we'll surround it on the next turn. It's totally fine. You're not going anywhere. Oh, open borders expired. How convenient is that? Very convenient. I will get open borders from you, so now he can't leave. And yeah, we got a completely worthless merchant of Venice. I mean, technically he's not worthless, but when we're about to win the game, he is in fact worthless. So I'll just send him to Hanoi or something. Or we can get a great tally improvement that we're not going to work. Because reasons. Yeah, whatever, just get a great tally improvement. This game is pretty much over. It's irrelevant what we're going to do with that guy. So, turn 424. This was quite an exciting game, I have to say. I could have won this a little bit earlier. I thought I'll have enough science. But I shouldn't have unassigned these scientist slots in the previous episode. I assumed I'll have enough science. I miscalculated slightly. But it's fine. It didn't matter in the end. It only made a few turns difference. But these few turns could have made a difference. Right, so now we have to finish particle physics. We'll do 1 turn of something else. And we'll rush it with the engineers in 1 turn. They will both rush it to 100 instantly. Come on. New unit from Hanoi, thanks. We'll keep it for the whole 1 turn of this game. So... Oh yeah, that's the engineer, right. Switch production. Spaceship engine. And we'll rush that. 1. And 2. There, it will be done on the next turn. We win, basically. We win on the next turn. GG, America. That National College, though. That blows my mind. That they never actually built National College. What the heck is up with that? And there we go. We're leaving Earth. Everyone else can just kill each other. You can nuke each other to death, I don't care. So this was quite an exciting game. But it was partially because I kept the suboptimal start as Venice. And also partially because of the Mercenaries mod. The Mercenaries mod was a bigger benefit to the AI than it was to me. It did help me a little bit right at the start of the game against the Celts, but later on it helped Poland far more than it helped me. Like, I likely would have wrecked Poland if it wasn't for the Mercenaries. They hired so many. If they weren't able to do that, I would have conquered Poland most likely. Or at least, I would have conquered their capital without too many problems, I'm pretty sure about that. But hey, it was a fun game, so let's have a look at the replay, because why not? And then we'll take a look at the graphs. I probably could have finished this 5 turns earlier or so. Again, these scientists that I unassigned, that delayed particle physics by a few turns. Yeah, look at all these city-states that the Mongols had right next to them. The Mongols had such a good start, or at least the Mongol AI had such a good start. They had so many city-states to take over. They already took 2, 3 on turn 130. And they will take the remaining ones. They took the other 2 much later, but they took 4 city-states right at the start of the game. That was huge for them. I'm surprised Pocatello survived as long as he did, mostly because he had a massive capital city, and he was doing pretty good on research for a while. But he got conquered eventually, by us. But I kind of had to move in. Taking Bosankani was pretty big for this game. And yeah, America's isolated start was a little bit unlucky from our perspective. But we managed in the end. That's the important part. It's pretty funny that Poland or the Mongols never actually declared war on us. They would have done that if I didn't keep them at war. Like, that's one of the things that you really need to keep an eye on Date. Keeping the AIs at war with each other. I can pretty much guarantee that the Mongols and Poland would declare war on me. Like, 100%, they would do it. And that's game over, pretty much. I don't think many cities will change hands at this point. America will get conquered over here. And Poland managed to take that city. We can check the graphs. So we are this one, we are the white one. Except there are 2 white ones. The other one is Carthage. Alright, so that's score. Gold per 10 from city connections. Gold per 10 from deals. Building maintenance. Culture per 10. Poland had a lot. Next. Excess happiness. Look at that jump over here, that's pretty funny. Who's that? The Mongols, alright then. Food per 10, that's not that important really. Gold per 10, oh yeah, that's the part that interests us. So, we were beating the AIs in gold per 10. The main reason I dropped is because I sent so many trade routes to Venice with production. That was kind of necessary. But I was actually beating every single Deity AI in gold per 10. And this game didn't even have an optimal start for Venice, so you can see just how insane Venice is for single player with gold. The only problem Venice has is the really slow start or tricky start. It can be pretty tough to get going in the early game or even early mid game. But once you get into a good position for mid game and late game, you will have so much gold that you won't know what to do with it. Like, domination is actually pretty easy as Venice without Mercenaries mod, like with a standard setup, because you can just buy a huge army. I could easily be making 1000 gold per 10 if I maximized gold. Like, you can easily make 1000 gold per 10 as Venice. We were making over 800 at one point, and that wasn't fully optimized. So yeah, that's the biggest strength Venice has. That's their only real strength, but it's a pretty good one. Happiness. Let's see. Yep. So improved tiles, that's not super interesting. Improvement maintenance. Military might. That seems to be broken right now. Alright, never mind. Number of cities. Number of known techs. Yeah, America was ahead for a while, but we knew that already. Number of policies. Yep. Look at that, Poland. But that's what Poland does. That's what they are best at, getting tons of policies. Number of workers, yeah, that's not super interesting. Population, we were doing quite well. Look at that drop Poland had towards the end. We beat Poland in population towards the end. But the Mongols were number one. Production, yeah, we were doing pretty well in production. We were almost beating Poland in production. Science. Look at that science the Mongols had. That's pretty crazy. And they didn't have that many cities. Score. And yeah, total culture. This one is pretty much unreadable. Total gold. 75,000 gold for the Mongols. That's not even the most gold I've seen the AI have. Not even close. Unhappiness. You need maintenance. And work tiles. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this game as much as I did. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time.